I'm Mark.
I'm Justin.
And we're My Loving Tiger.
We started this band 17 years ago. Now we're back.
And on a mission to revisit, re-record, and re-release every song we've ever written.
So come and join us.
Hello and welcome back to the channel.
In this video, we take a look at recording drums for Sorry, I Spent All My Money on Natural Gas.
This song is the only song in 3/4 on this EP. Other songs have parts that are 3/4, but this song is 3/4 from beginning to end. Ballad on the record, so it's in 3/4. I think that's required. And it's got 4 choruses. It's got all your typical ballad form.
It's a chorus, and a double chorus. What is the tempo of this song?
I don't know. 110. It's slow. And 120 at the most. We probably picked a random number. It's probably like 116.
We'll show it on the screen. It'll be right here in my hand.
Yeah, but it is slow, but it is the ballad of the record.
And then when we would meet with new drummers to audition them, this is the song that we'd give them to learn.
This is a song that we would give them right out of the gates. The very first fill when the drums enter would determine if they could play the drums or not.
Da, da, da.
Yep, it would go bop and bop bop, and if they missed that fill, they usually quit.
Some did quit.
Yeah, so many people would come in and they would miss that fill and miss that fill and miss that fill, and then they'd just be like, all right, nice to meet you guys. See you later.
Or they would try to fake over it, do their own fill, or
do their own
slosh
fill.
the hi-hat.
Yep. And it's like the iconic fill that starts the song, so we didn't want anyone playing it different. A lot of drummers really struggled with it. I don't know if it was because it was in 3/4, or that you're just waiting for so long, or just the space that's allowed after the fill, but it threw a lot of them for a loop.
So it's a slow song, it's a simple song, but in some ways that makes it a very hard song to play.
Yeah, the space between hitting each part of the drum kit is so wide that it would throw people off.
Also, you have nothing to hide behind.
There's nothing to hide behind. You have a kick, snare, and like that's the actual space between the kick and the snare. And in between that, there's nothing.
Right.
And you're just waiting to go back to the kick or waiting to go back to hitting the snare. There's not a lot of drum fills to hide behind. It's very simple, and so you're just out there. And if you start to ramp the tempo up, if you start to close the space between the kick and the snare, if you start putting unnecessary fills in there, it changes the feel of the song. And
the whole band will be falling apart then, because we rely on that space on this song. You can't just catch up on the next bar.
Right.
Everyone's playing that
downbeat.
Is it actually like a halftime feel because it like has so much space? Or I'm not thinking of it right now.
No, I don't think it's in halftime. It would be extremely slow.
It'd be really slow
if
there,
it was
right.
in halftime.
Right.
Yeah.
So, let's take a look at the drums.
So that was drums.
Comment if you can play the fill at the beginning of this song.
So head over to Spotify or listen here on YouTube to the final version of Sorry I Spent All My Money on Natural Gas. If you want to stay connected, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications. Also, don't forget to follow us on all socials.
See you in the next video when we record
Bass.